Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome to the channel. As always, I hope you all alright and sound. Today we have in ourselves a little Star Wars Squadrons day, and in this video I'm gonna do review roundup of the game to check out what the big mainstream media had to say about this game. So I'm gonna put all the links to every single review in the description, but also listen, the reviews are very positive, so I think we are up for a treat. I'll be streaming the game later on the channel. I have a review later on as well whenever I can, so let's just jump into it. So current score of this game on Metacritic is 78, that's coming from 6 reviews. There is no audience reviews, you know, people like me and you, the common gamers, the commoners, because the game is not out yet, but nevertheless, let's see what the reviewers had to say. Of course, we're gonna concentrate on what they're talking about VR version. So IGN said about the VR, Squadrons also has full VR support on PC and PS4, as well has full HOTAS, flight stick and throttle support on all platforms, which is extremely impressive. I used an Oculus Quest with a link cable on PC, and apart from having to awkwardly watch cutscenes in 2D, so that gives us an idea, the cutscenes gonna be like probably Skyrim, Borderlands, your usual stuff. It's just a phenomenal way to play. You can take in every inch of its detailed ship interiors, track enemies with your head, and more easily marvel at the lovely space around you. The fact that you can play this entire game in VR is just incredible, easily earning it a place as one of the best VR games available. Super awesome. Reading things like that makes me just more and more hyped to play this game, so of course I'm gonna have to probably buy it. I'm not gonna get Australian version because of course I want to play multiplayer as well, but hopefully maybe I get a key, I don't know, still waiting. Whichever way, the live stream will be on today on the channel. But anyway, let's move on and have a look what else they say. Star Wars Squadrons single player campaign missions are a feast for Star Wars fans' eyes and ears, especially in VR. It's engaging space combat, it's a great balance of approachable arcade control with the added nuance of simulation-like systems, which combine with astonishingly detailed ships and cockpits for the most authentic feeling ride since LucasArts' legendary X-Wing and TIE Fighter games back in the 90s. So their final score for single player was 8 out of 10. Totally agree, but I just cannot wait to play it. From what I read about VR and playing it with HOTAS, it sounds amazing. So yes, superly awesome. So it looks like we up for a good ride, and also because this game got this multiplayer, this good ride should last a while. But anyway, moving on to the other reviews. We're gonna move to Polygon's article next, which is another one which is very positive about the game. And also what I like, if you remember at the very early days of VR, every game that had VR support, the mainstream media was kind of like, you know, talking about feelings of sickness, never really taking into the game, sometimes not even checking out the options. Those days it seems like they finally got to terms with VR, or got people to review the games who likes to play VR, because they proper marveling on the VR mode. So this is what Polygon said. I've spent a lot of time flying in modern space fighting games like Star Citizen or Elite Dangerous. I've also put hours and hours into modern flight simulators, including DCS World, Il-2 Sturmovik, Great Battles, and this year's Microsoft's Flight Simulator. Flying around in Star Wars Squadrons feels as good as any of them, but Motive's implementation of VR puts the game in a class by itself. So yeah, sounds very good. Another good review. I'm assuming across the board all review will be pretty epic. Now let's move on to the Verge and see what they had to say. There's the crown jewel of Squadrons immersion, comprehensive support for VR across the entire game, both single player and multiplayer. While my own time with the game was limited by the technical abilities of the PlayStation VR and its outdated display, alright, whatever, after playing a few missions of Squadrons in VR, it's hard to imagine playing the game any other way. With my headset serving as convincing replica of Starfighter helmet and the ability to look freely around my cockpit, VR doesn't just make Squadrons look cooler, The expanded field of view actually helps in piloting. The ability to look over and see my X-Wings as foils in attack position is just the icing on the cake. My only gripe, the PSVR displays is just too low resolution, please, making the soaring spaceships in the distance that I was trying to gun down look more like fuzzy dots on the horizon. Yeah, okay, little complaint, I can get it, people can understand that, but nevertheless, I know once you put VR on, it's always amazing, and I kind of agree with this reviewer. Yes, PSVR got only 1080p screen, but also, yes, PSVR make any game when it puts in VR feel 10 times better and 10 times more immersive. Okay, so that was little review roundup. I wanted to concentrate on VR mode and see what mainstream media are gonna think about the VR, and it looks like everyone is in love with it, but also the game itself, the single player, all the mechanics, the story getting very nice price. I'm gonna put in the description links to other reviews so you can have a look by yourself, and I'm gonna leave with asking you one question. How hyped you are for Star Wars Squadrons? Give me the number from 1 to 10, 1 being of course nothing and 10 being I cannot wait. Myself, 10. I cannot wait as well. So I'm gonna have live stream today at some point on the channel, and then we're gonna check out how it plays. I've got my flying stick ready, I've got my headset ready, I'm all ready. I'm just waiting to get the game. So yeah, the waiting continues, but it looks like we all up for a very, very good ride. Like I said, it's gonna last a while, it's gonna be a great game. So yeah, happy times. Another big release. Last month we've had Minecraft Onslaught, maybe disappointed few people, but now we getting Star Wars Squadrons. Of course, we still waiting for Hitman 3 in VR, and also we still waiting on some sort of Sony's announcement about PSVR on PS5. I'm sure it's gonna happen. PS5 releasing, of course, just next month, so that's not too long to wait as well. So yeah, a lot is happening lately, but also all of it seems to be pretty awesome. We come a very, very long way from when 3 years ago PlayStation VR released, and we've had the games, but we was waiting on them bigger games. Every now and then Sony been dropping us something, but now it seems like we getting more and more of those, and also the studios who's been with PSVR from the day one, they keep getting better as well, and they keep releasing bigger and bigger games. So I just can't imagine what's in store for us during the next generation with extra graphics, also maybe eventually PSVR 2 as well. It's gonna feel so good, but nevertheless, this our little headset, we of course be able to use it on PS5. Just waiting for the adapter. Come on Sony, announce it quickly how to get it. But then we're gonna get so much better games when it comes at least to the graphics. Of course, gameplay is important too, but thanks to this super fast SSD drive, the one of biggest issues for the developers during this generation in VR was the streaming, because they not just rendering things in front of you, they rendering everything around you. So for example, Golem had to be slowed down, that's why the game was a bit slower, because it had open world, but it's been hard for the developers to stream it all, to render it. So that's gonna be improved as well, so all across the board we just gonna have better experiences. Okay, anyway, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, because it does helps the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.